All right, that's where we have to leave it tonight for Lead's Story. Thanks to all of you for watching. I'm Tyrone Reed. Good evening. At the top of the hour, though, it's CVM News, so don't touch that down.
Start your journey with a Jane Bank Small Business Loan with small business loans with as little as $10,000 and up to $4 million.
The time is 6 a.m.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
The stylist, no scam and style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, you charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
When I wake up in the morning, love, and the sunlight hurts my eyes, and something without warning, love, bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be a lovely day, 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 lovely day.
That's a great start to a morning. I'm telling you the truth.
It's a good vibe.
It's a good vibe.
Yeah.
It just feels smooth. And you see how you smooth it is? Let me see it. Let me see it. To the left. To the right.
Yeah.
Hey, lovely day.
Yeah.
Hey, give them the lovely. Hey, lovely day. Hey, give them the lovely. Hey. Great morning, great morning. Great morning to you, sunrisers. Whether you are logging in from yard or abroad, we are so very happy to have you this morning. So today we have a wonderful show for you. You know that.
Yes.
You know that's going to be great.
Yeah,
are you feeling the greatness?
Yeah. yeah. I feel it. I'm battling a lot, but I feel it.
You're battling a lot.
Is the word battling? Yeah.
No, you can't. You have to say more about that.
Do I?
All right.
So before that though, how was your weekend, Tix?
You know, I had a little outside this weekend.
A little?
I was doing a little outside.
Just a little?
Just a touch.
Okay.
You know, you just do a little step out and go right back in. So I went to St. Anne. We had the gentleman here. That's how I found out about it. It is a party called Recovery. There's a gentleman who was in a car accident. Good morning to Don Monique.
Yes, we interviewed him.
We did interview him.
Yeah.
Where he had a car accident, was taken care of at the St. Anne's Bay Hospital. So now every year for his birthday, he puts on an event and part proceeds go towards the St. Anne's Bay Hospital.
Yeah.
So I went and wanted to support it, and it was a vibe, you know.
TK outside as per usual. Always outside.
I enjoyed it. So to Recovery, thank you for a very lovely Saturday night. But that was me. And then Sunday, I sleep. Man.
It must be nice.
Ma?
That must be so nice.
What did you do for the weekend?
Before I tell you about that, because it may be a little lengthy,
okay.
We have a quote for the day.
Okay.
I want to get that in right now. So up you mighty race, accomplish what you will. And that's from the very own Marcus Garvey, our national hero. And today is his birthday. Would have been his birthday.
It's Garvey Day.
Garvey Day, man. That's why I felt the need to wear green today. I feel like it would have been his favorite color.
Oh, you know what? I think so too. All right, I feel like we have Ashley here. Good morning, Ashley. Welcome to the show.
What a... All right, so about my week now, or what led into the week.
Talk to me.
It was just, you know, so I had a very, very busy week with work and everything. So there's a couple of events that we did, and they all came out great. That is good.
Fantastic.
But then towards the latter part of I know we'd have spoken about the Zimise Beach, you know, the whole idea with the fighting and the conflict. And then I heard I was in Maypen on Thursday night when my phone went off and I got like a number of calls. I'm like, what is going on? They said, yo, Jason, you hear about this? Is that true? I said, is what true? And they told me that one of my friends, Anthony, would have passed. So I said, what do you mean by how him passed? Him just, like he was posting on Instagram like 2 hours ago. Like, what do you mean? And the news came out that he was unalived by his nephew.
What?
Yes. Over an altercation, according to the reports, about slippers.
Jason, what you just said this a while ago? As in he lost his life to a family member.
Yeah. So by the time he got to the hospital, he was...
He had passed. I'm so sorry to hear that.
It has me in a daze. It's like I'm still trying to comprehend and, you know, put the piece together because, yes, this is my friend, but we're just seeing so much happening in Jamaica around us where it's like we can't get a handle on conflict or we don't know how to manage conflict.
And that's the thing. I was just about to say, what could have happened between whatever initial issue with the slippers, if it is that, to now end up in what? Some kind life being lost? That's crazy.
He's gone.
It really makes you wonder, Jason. First of all, what do we learn about conflict resolution growing up? I mean, our generation is a little different, or at least mine is. Yeah, young boy. At least mine is, you know what I mean? But like, even come to think of it, in terms of conflict resolution growing up, you just kind of, you kind of just put it on based on, you kind of just put it on, you kind of just learn based on what your parents...
Yeah, just don't fight.
Tell you.
Don't argue.
Don't fight, don't argue. Or you fight or you argue like them. So if your parents or your family is the type of people who say, no, we're going to deal with this and we're going to deal with this now, maybe that's what you learn. Versus if your parents are the type of parents who kind of sweep things under the rug and they internalize, then that's what you pick up. But in terms of learning strategies of conflict resolution, I don't know if maybe for over the years we've done a lot of that, you know, and it shows.
And it is so fitting that one of our trending topics this morning is that the Ministry of National Security and Peace is taking this anti-violence message into public markets through the Live Good Market movement. So we spoke about this, I think, about a week or two ago on the show.
You and Amoy.
Yeah. So what you trying to say?
I was just saying I wasn't in-house at the time. I'm just letting you know.
And Sunrise Nation, guess what is coming to a market near you?
Oh, that's awesome.
So we have the itinerary for the market stops.
That's
So we're at
awesome.
Falmouth Market on August 19.
Nice.
We have the Charles Gordon Market on August 21, the Lucy Market on August 21 as well, and the Savannah Lamar Market on August 22. So you may follow the ministry's social media page at that's MNS.gov.jm and their website at www.mns.gov.jm to learn more about the initiative and the future stops. So, you know, me let the fact say,
we need it.
We never planned this, you know.
Clearly
we never planned this, but the fact I'm hoping that, you know, we can take something from it.
And clearly we need it.
We do.
Clearly.
It is daunting now, the idea of going outside and having to interface with someone who may not have the restraints you do. You never know how it's going to go.
And you never know over what, because, you know, back in the day, okay, fine, you know, you have people who have fights. Fights have been happening since time immemorial, fine.
Yeah.
But, I mean, fighting over somebody stepping on your toe or, you know, slippers or, you know, something like that, it's just so unheard of for me. It made me really feel people know.
And these things are vain, like them vain.
Yes.
You can buy a new one, but you cannot buy a new you.
Well, let's move.
But before that, though, I must say, being here with you this morning is a ray of sunshine.
Aww.
So I don't feel too down this morning. Tiki, you're doing it. You're doing it. You're doing it. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I try.
I know you do.
I try. Well, listen, conflicts aside, we're not going to have no you know who will be having no conflicts today?
JTX.
All of the birthday people.
Oh, and them, yes.
All of the birthday people out there. So listen, Sunrisers who are celebrating a birthday, or maybe it's your anniversary today, we're going to wish you wealth, whole heap of wealth, whole heap of love, whole heap of prosperity.
Whole heap of greens.
Whole heap of what?
Greens.
Greens.
Yes.
All right, I like that. Some well-deserved relaxation, some connection with friends and family if that's what you want, or some rest and alone time if that's what you, whatever it is that you want for this, your birthday, may it be granted unto you. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, and enjoy it.
Yes,
From all of us here at CVM.
What's this?
You see that?
This
it's like a...
That's what we say, CVM, no. Well, that's all the time we have for Morning Tea today. But before you go, here's a pocket of sunrise.
Markets are more than places to buy and sell. This is where communities meet, where our families earn a living, where relationships are built. And that is exactly why we are bringing the Live Good anti-violence message to this space. We are visiting markets across Jamaica to encourage respect, kindness, love, positive interactions, and stronger community. For the next few weeks, we will be meeting vendors, sharing the Live Good message, and celebrating the people who are an integral part of society. So, when you see the Live Good team in your market, don't be afraid to talk with us.
Come say hello.
Join the movement. And remember, respect sells faster than quarrel. See you soon.
Jamaica live good, yeah. I make we enjoy life while we feel safe. Bears heavy on my mind. Then I look at you, and the world's alright with me. Just one look at you, and I know it's gonna be.
To win $50,000 every week in the Passport to Millions promotion. Simply dial *555 # to check if you need a new LTE 5G SIM. Then visit a Flow store to upgrade. Every upgrade gets a chance to win $50,000 every week in the Passport to Millions promotion. Enjoy smoother browsing, streaming, and downloads on the go. Upgrade your SIM today. 50 grand could be yours this week. Visit discoverflow.co. Promotion ends September 9, 2026. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58(3) of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
In business, you only get one chance to make a first impression. A poor hygiene experience can quickly escalate to a PR nightmare. Don't let this be your business. Upgrade with Initial Hygiene. Our smartly engineered hygiene solutions aren't just robust. They're designed to complement your space and brand while maintaining the strictest hygiene standards. And our contract service ensures that your consumables are always stocked, giving you one less thing to worry about. Initial Hygiene, your trusted partners in professional hygiene.
to get this party started.
Cricket, 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 played, 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 played.
Louder,
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 louder, louder, louder, louder.
Come to the biggest party in sport and be part of the action. Get your tickets at the local box office or at cplt20.com. Watch it live on Rush Live and Louder, the home of cricket in the Caribbean.
Mommy, there's a whole heap of things I need to go back to school, you know. I want a trendy school bag with a matching lunch kit, markers, pencil case, ruler, rubber.
Not to mention your uniform and your books. All of this up and down. Cha!
No need to worry! Come to a Zan Supercenter for massive super savings on selected items. From preschool to university, we have everything you need at low prices. Visit our convenient locations at Regal Plaza Crossroads. A Zan Supercenter. It's a lifestyle.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Welcome back, Sunrisers. It's now time for the headlines with the most wonderful TK.
Ooh.
Good morning, TK.
Say it again. The most
wonderful.
What? No, you
the
said
most
the most
wonderful
Let's
TK.
get it correct. Come again.
The most wonderful TK. I was about to compliment you a while ago, and you kept having me do the same thing over and over again.
I'm so sorry. No, please.
Because,
Don't let me interrupt you. Give me the compliment. What is it?
Send to yourself, Jason.
What is it?
You look lovely this morning.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Not the Monday blues, though. Face nice and bright.
It's giving hot principal.
Okay.
Courtesy of Shop Cocobello. Good morning to Shop Cocobello. I'm feeling like the hot principal. You know the principal that when she walks through the school, everybody's like,
just
wow.
stop on the stairs.
Yes. Miss look nice today.
Yeah, giving stop and stare this morning.
It's giving stop and stare this morning.
All right, TK, stop and stare to the news.
All right, so first up, Bellevue Hospital turns away patients due to limited space. Bellevue Hospital's emergency room is facing severe space and privacy crisis, with doctors sometimes forced to turn away patients, including those whose psychiatric conditions warrant admission. The room has 3 cubicles, making private conversations difficult and leaving patients and families exposed to others nearby. Doctors say the situation is particularly challenging when patients are experiencing psychosis or mania and require urgent care. During a recent 7-day period, at least 40 people visited the emergency room, with 26 admitted and at least 5 redirected because Bellevue had no space. Bellevue CEO Suzette Camille Buchanan says the hospital has outgrown its emergency room. The situation comes amid plans to reorganize and expand the institution, including a proposed 100-bed neuropsychiatric facility. However, Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says he remains frustrated by nearly 3 years of delays in the procurement process.
I think we spoke about this about 2 weeks ago.
We did.
And the need for the expansion.
We did.
We're seeing the need for expansion. We need more spaces.
Yeah.
We need more spaces.
And it is a direct, it is showing great progress in the mental health awareness, because there was a time when going to Bellevue was a no,
Not a thing.
or going to even reach out for
It was
help.
Was frowned upon.
Just even asking for help or saying I'm having a hard time mentally was just not a thing. You figure it out and man up, woman up, whatever. And so the fact that we're having this challenge really shows the progress that we've made in the mental health space. But if we're going to be raising awareness, as we had mentioned before, the resources and the infrastructure also have to come in, to align with that.
It has to align.
Yeah, and so...
because we want persons to access the services, yes, But then when they do come in, we don't want to turn them away because that may be a deterrent for them coming back for more services, you know?
Yeah.
Because I think it really takes a level of bravery for a person to come forward and say, I need help. And when they say, I need help, we should be able to provide the help.
And the truth is that Bellevue is one of those few spaces that offers that type of help. So even when you say, I'm going to turn you away from this space, it's not like there's another one to
You can't
go.
refer them unless it's probably private.
I guess maybe private. And so it is very important. So I'm happy that there is going to be some expansion. But as you can see, there's growing pains because until that expansion is completed, there are people who really need the help that get turned away. And can you imagine the teams and the staff that are working under the conditions of being at capacity and having more people come?
It's a lot.
And you know they need to be admitted, but you just don't have the space.
Their mental health needs to be prioritized
Their
as
mental
well.
health also needs to be prioritized as well. So we'll keep, of course, updated on that situation.
Lovely.
Yeah. All right. So next up, government to establish scholarship in honor of Stephen Francis.
Nice.
As part of a lasting tribute to the late Vincent Stephen Francis, the Jamaican government is to establish a scholarship that will benefit a student athlete at the University of Technology, Jamaica, UTech. This was announced during Francis's Thanksgiving service at the National Indoor Sports Centre on Saturday by Minister of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, the Honourable Olivia Grange. Now, Coach Francis, affectionately called Frano by his friends and athletes, he passed away after a period of illness on July 4 at 63 years old. Minister Grange noted that further details regarding the scholarship will be disclosed following the necessary consultations with UTech leadership and Mr. Francis's family. Stephen Francis played an integral role in developing Jamaican athletes, positioning them to dominate on the global stage through his Maximizing Velocity and Power MVP track club. His athletes have won numerous medals at the Olympics, World Championships and World Junior Championships over the last 3 decades, while breaking national, world and Olympic records.
I love this. Yeah, because, you know, he would have done so much for the track and field landscape in Jamaica. And he's no longer here. But we are doing something to ensure that his legacy lives on. And that person's benefiting a good way because we need scholarships. So his name will forever be etched in history.
Giving back even after transitioning. Can you imagine? Can you imagine when your legacy really and truly lives on forever? Yeah.
That's really rich.
Yeah. And I say it all the time. I'm going to say it again. A scholarship can change your life. So changing lives even beyond, you know?
Yeah.
All right. So last up, Spanish Town Hospital transforms lives through urology care. 5 years after reopening its urology department, Spanish Town Hospital is celebrating expanded services, life-saving surgeries, and improved access to high-quality specialist urological care for residents of St. Catherine and neighbouring parishes. Since May 2021, the department has performed nearly 1,500 surgical procedures and treated thousands of patients through outpatient clinics. Milestones include the hospital's first radical cystectomy, first laparoscopic nephrectomy. Am I right?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yes, you are.
Yay, nephrectomy. More than 60 radical, ready now?
Yes.
Prostatectomies.
Yeah, Kiki, you're bright.
Yeah. And the introduction of laser technology for minimally invasive kidney stones. Yeah.
Yeah. It's a need.
Yes.
Confession moment. I would have had to access those services at some point in my life.
Really?
Yeah, I had a urethra stone.
Oh, did you?
It was crazy. So I understand the importance of this department and the need for the services and expansion.
Yeah.
Because people go through, and TK is terrible. It is terrible. So, you know, I'm for it.
And 1,500 surgeries means 1,500 lives improved and 1,500 lives impacted. So, I mean, definitely. Healthcare is so important.
Yes.
Good healthcare.
I think I said it last week. Whenever we can do these things on the ground, we don't have to be flown elsewhere to do it. It's a good look. It's a good look.
Absolutely. And what I love as well is that it's happening in Spanish Town. I say it all the time that I like when things are developed outside of Kingston as well, because Kingston is not Jamaica, right? And so there is a need for things all across the island. So when I see development and expansion and, you know, new equipment and new infrastructure taking place outside of Kingston, I think that's very important as well.
And the structure looks massive. Did you see the videos?
I have not seen the videos.
From over there?
No.
The structure looks massive.
Does it?
What? it's like a super hospital they're building over there.
Well,
it's crazy.
Healthcare is important, so
very important.
we appreciate that.
Yeah,
we
yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
Because have you ever had to stay in a hospital, like overnight stay?
I did a surgery, but I guess I recovered quickly, so I was able to.
So you were able to. Yeah. Thankfully, I've never been hospitalized, and so. But can you imagine a hospital that just feels like an all-inclusive resort?
Yes, I can.
Can we get the? Really?
We have it here, you know. It's just not accessible to the average person. It's not cheap.
Oh, I didn't know that.
20 tweets.
You know, I've never.
You have to have your money. And that's what we don't want the average Jamaican to be thinking when it comes about health services.
Yeah.
It should not be a privilege.
Yeah.
It should be accessible to all.
Yeah.
You know?
And again, the people who are providing these services sometimes want to provide better service, but whether they don't have the tools or they're based on how the shift works, they're totally overworked, totally burnt out.
Yeah.
And so, we have to take a lot of things into consideration when thinking of healthcare. I know a lot of people have had some very. It's funny because say Don, whose party I went to, went to St. Anne's Bay Hospital, and he said that the service was so excellent that now he dedicates his birthday to helping that hospital. But then you'll have others who say, boy, I got such terrible service. I felt like nobody cared about me or my loved one. It's a shame, and it's, And so we want to make sure that we have consistently high quality service in the health sector because it's such a vulnerable time, But
Yeah. All right, so we have some YouTube shout-outs this morning. Lisette Big Null, big up you, and she's sending belated birthday greetings to her mother, Marcia. Big Null.
Oh, happy birthday, Mama Marcia. Happy birthday.
Yes, and then Selena is doing a shout-out to her own, bigging up Coach Francis, saying that she loves him, and his name will forever be etched in her heart. That's so nice. Yeah.
We like that. Thank you. Keep it coming, Sunrisers, in our YouTube chat.
I live for this part.
I know that.
I live in the chat.
I know that.
Every time I show up on break, I'm in the chat because I love it. I love the engagement. Yeah.
Well, that's what I have for you. Yeah, that's what I have for you this morning. Until 7 o'clock, I'll bring, of course, the news. But for right now, that was the headlines.
All right, Principal TK, and thanks for always sharing with us. So coming up next, you're not gonna catch people on camera. It's time for us to go to school. We have Money Masterclass coming up with the one and only Carlton G. Stew. So please stay with us and talk in the chat. You can pull it up.
Critical illness strike? Don't let worry fill your head. Say hello to happiness and goodbye to worry with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan. Secure your medical expenses in the event of critical illness ahead of time while benefiting from more investment portfolio and so much more. Give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan today and live secure. Live easy.
Time to get this party started.
Cricket, played.
Louder.
Come to the biggest party in sport and be part of the action. Get your tickets at the local box office or at CPLT20.com. Watch it live on Rush Live and Louder, the home of cricket in the Caribbean.
How we play.
I'm me and the stylist, no scam and not style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, no charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica. empowering everyday Jamaicans, one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That's a guan, pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a guan! Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
That's a guan, pa. What a guan?
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Should critical illness strike, don't let worry fill your head. Say hello to happiness and goodbye to worry with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan. Secure your medical expenses in the event of critical illness ahead of time while benefiting from our investment portfolio and so much more. Give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan today and live secure. Live easy.
So get up and unite for your team. Give the best we've got. It's how we play. Every part, every pitch, every part, every deal, every wicket, every soul. And the heart and soul and passion, and the culture, Caribbean blues. When people come out all nation, with the team in a unification. When the stadium from beach at the grandstand, and the meaning of unification. It's how we play. It's how we play. When the stadium from beach at the grandstand, and the meaning of unification. It's how we play.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That's a guan, pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a guan! Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
That's a guan, pa. What a guan?
Welcome back, Sunrisers. It's time for some money discussions. Some of my favorite discussions.
I know.
I think your money greened over, friend.
I came ready this morning.
You came ready. So Jamaica's consumer debt has reached a staggering $94 billion. So this morning we're talking about how to take back control of your money. In this edition of Money Masterclass, our financial educator and author Carlton Stewart is here to break down how to tackle debt and build healthier financial habits. I'm ready. I'm ready. This is important stuff. Carlton, good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Always doing
Wonderful.
well. I'm feeling better now that I'm going to be armed with some info.
Thank you for that. Wonderful. Jason, how are you doing this morning?
I'm well.
Rich. You don't see him. Look on him. Green.
In the morning, green.
With
Flash a
richness.
pen. We're ready for class.
No, your pen is fine.
You good?
All right.
Your pen is
Good morning, everybody. As TK mentioned us now about the growing credit card balances here for Jamaicans. Here. So I want to break it down a little bit this morning. So the receivables or the balances quoted as as of April of this year from the BOJ cited that the receivable balances here in Jamaica is $94 billion. I want to just check back a little to see, me about 8 or 9 years ago in 2017, that's about 8 years ago, 9 years ago, it was at $40 billion. Wow. So we can talk about 135% increase over the last approximately 9 years. So the balance of credit card is actually growing, like it's growing. I don't want to focus too much on the fact that it's growing so much, but let us look, is it growing in relation to what persons are actually earning? And if my earning has not reached 100%, for example, and debt is growing much faster, then we see where the problem actually lies. Because if persons are borrowing much more than they are making money to repay it, that's where the challenge is coming in this morning. But for persons who are watching this morning, I don't know what's the credit card. I say, let me just at least go back a little so we can all be aware. So a credit card is a revolving credit limit, which is offered by a lender to you, the borrower, which allows you to use money up to that approved limit, and then you repay the money. I'm stressing that last part. You do what? Students, you repay the money. It's a revolving line of credit, meaning when you repay, the balance becomes available to you. So it keeps on revolving over and over and over. But if you don't repay the balance, you don't have access to use it again.
Got you.
I'm stressing that point because many persons, when they have a credit card, you may have a credit card balance that comes to you every single month that you owe $100,000. However, you can pay $1,000. And you say to yourself, oh my God, I'm paying my credit card bill every month. But when you look TK, you're only paying $1,000. That means the limit is no longer available to you. And that's where the trap begins for many Jamaicans, because you use the credit card a certain amount and you only pay the minimum limit. That's a challenge, but we'll jump into it this morning. So what is driving this increased balance, if you may ask? Number one is the increase in card access. So it's not only persons just being bad with their money, but more people now are getting credit cards. Yeah, the banks are giving more credit cards now. More persons are having access to credit cards. Things have changed over time. So in 2023, 409,000 Jamaicans had a credit card. By 2024, it was 431,000 Jamaicans. And then by 2025, about 436 or 7,000 Jamaicans. So more people now have access to credit cards. Before now, that was not the case. But more persons are going in that direction. Number two, it's the major one for me, is that cost of living has increased and cash flow has tightened. So there's pressure on the cash flow. So many persons know, and it is sad to say, you rely on the credit card to survive. So if you don't have the credit card, TK, it's a problem. You cannot survive. So it's really the bridge to payday. So many persons, the pay done from the 10th of the month. And you say, well, credit card, you know. So you jump on the credit card to survive from the 11th to the 24th, for example. When the pay comes, you pay it, and you start the process all over again. And that's one of the major challenges that we're finding this morning, is that persons are using their credit card as a gap. So it tells them that there's a challenge in the market, which is why the balances are growing at that, high rate as well. Number three is convenience and digital economy. So as a country and as a world, we're pushing convenience, digital economy. So obviously people will start use card even a little bit more, which is good. But the level of convenience sometimes drives in using the credit card. So you go out now, and you generally have $5,000 to pay for the food, for example. You go out now, you say sushi for $8,000. You say one drink to $2,000, $10,000. You know, remember that I only have $5,000 put down at home. You swipe the card because it is what? Convenient. So sometimes convenience pushes us to spend outside of our limits. And that for me is a challenge. Don't allow the convenience lifestyle or digital lifestyle to push that agenda. Have you ever been maybe on Amazon or Shein, all those sites? And when you're buying, you don't feel like you're buying. It's just a click. The click just feel nice. Jason, talk to me, Jason. Ooh. Jason, talk. You see? Okay. Not even answer me.
Jason, not even look on you, sir.
Because it just feels, spanning on Jason, please. Just, cameraman, over the telephone, please.
Look up and acknowledge.
Even not answer me. But it feels so good. Jason, answer me. You ever been shopping before? And you just feel like the money not spent. You just press buy. Because it doesn't feel like you're buying.
I can't relate to that.
You can't relate to that.
No, it feels like I'm buying.
It doesn't feel like money leaving the account. It doesn't feel that way.
Yeah.
It's a level of convenience. And that psychological mindset.
It's me coming to comfort this morning.
Honest this morning. It happens to anybody, PK.
Oh, boy.
The psychological impact that the convenience has, it allows you sometimes to spend a little bit more than what you're budgeting for.
There's something about going in your purse and taking out $10,000 and handing it over versus just
tap the card. Of course. It feels a little bit different.
I'm on your side though, you know.
Are you really?
I am.
TK, it squeezed him some ball out when you see that. Well, let's jump into it. Number 4 is lifestyle inflation. My biggest challenge. I preach live within your means. If you can't afford it, you leave it alone. But lifestyle inflation, because we're consuming more than our income. That's the biggest challenge I'm finding this morning when I sit and I talk to persons who I may do a session with, or they've approached to do some financial consultations, and I will go through your budget and I'll go through your expenses, and I will say to you, but your income is $100,000. That means you should spend like $10,000 on yourself. We're spending $50,000. You want this, your eyebrow need to do, your lash have to do, you have to give the woman money, you're going to the bar. I mean, there's so many things that are happening that you really and truly cannot afford. But guess what's happening? You have the credit card, so you put it on the credit card.
Tap.
I want to implore persons who are watching this morning, it is time for us to reel it back in and start consuming what we can afford to spend. That's the biggest challenge that we're finding. Live within your means. It's so important, but we are here already. Carlton, you may ask, how can you fix this? Number 1, stop treating the limit like it's your money. It is not your money. The limit is not your income. Your credit card limit, TK, is $500,000. You don't have $500,000 in your account. It's not your money. It is a
bank's money. It's a loan.
It is a loan. It is a loan. And the sooner we see the credit card limit as a loan, we'll say, all right, let me step back a little bit. But sometimes persons see the credit card limit as their money.
Yeah.
Am I money? Am I a limit?
Not on my card.
And for my card.
But
let me say it again. I know your money. And a feel. It's the banks. You're borrowing the money. That's a major thing. So stop treating it like that. Number 2, become a transactor, not a borrower. So I will say to you, TK, if your disposable income is $100,000 every month, you don't spend more than that on the card. If you don't have the money to repay, do not use the card. So many persons will say, all right, then, for example, my light bill is $10,000, water is $5,000, groceries $8,000, whatever the case is. From my salary, I can already afford this. Out of convenience, I will use my card to maybe get the points. It's safer to walk with the card than cash, for example. You swipe the card to what you already have. And when they're done, month end, you pay back what you already have already. If you had budgeted to spend this money on a particular item, you have the money already. So you swipe your card and you will pay it. That way you become a transactor and not a borrower. And I know as bankers, sometimes you would want persons to use above, but it does not help you, the client, in the long run. So it doesn't make sense for you any at all. Number 3, don't use the revolving debt for everyday expenses. So you should not borrow money to pay the light bill. Don't borrow money to pay to buy groceries. As I mentioned earlier, use what you think or you know that you already have so you can get to move forward. Yeah? I didn't put what I want to mention, get educated financially. So sometimes we spend a lot of time watching so many other things and you're not check out Money Master Class. You're not check out Let's Start Money Carlton. You're not check out different things that are there which educate. And sometimes when you go and take a credit card, nobody teaches you. I remember when I was 18, I got my first credit card from a bank. I won't call the name on, I don't call the name. But the bank just gave me the card as an 18-year-old TK. Just have no sense of what I'm actually doing.
You do road, Carlton.
Listen to me, the man.
You do road with the card.
Money. Me buy lunch, me buy just my breathing. You have to like a girl, you buy a thing over your store.
You're rich now.
In my head, me I said, but this thing just nice. I don't know money. How me I spend money? What made it worse, as I mentioned, when I got my credit card bill, I owed like maybe 40 grand, but them said pay $800 or something like that. I said, what?
You pay bills.
Me use 40,000, I must be 800 bills. But that's nice. But nobody's telling me that Carlton pay off the credit card balance. When we look now, by the end of the year, I am paying this big credit card. I'm like, no, something not add up. Someone did not tell me along the way, which is why you have Carlton Gist you. You have so many other persons that are putting out content to teach us about money. Take heed now, please. Take heed. Repent, man. Jesus, I come, repent. If you are in credit card debt right now, I want to stop borrowing right away. Just stop for me, please, and know what you're actually doing. So don't pay 50 grand this month and use back 45. Pay the 50 grand and burn your belly. Burn your belly. If you realize you can't afford it, go look at the next job, one side hustle, but just burn your belly. Burn your belly and ball. We're not like, and if you cannot pay off the credit card in 1 to 3 months, if the balance is too big to pay off by a month or 2 months, it's time to consider taking out a loan at a much lower interest rate to pay off this credit card balance and then pay off that loan over maybe a 6 to 12 month period if you cannot tackle this debt in the next 1 to 3 months. So if you are watching this morning, do an assessment, look where your credit card balance is. If you can't pay it off, call me. If you need help, just a Carlton need discipline, call me. If you need somebody to tell us that you can't afford it, call me. Because guess what? I'll tell you. The whole time that we have here this morning, you may also want to know, Carlton, what limit is right for me?
Yeah.
We maybe can do a follow-up because sometimes people get a big credit card limit from the bank and you feel prestigious now. You say, yeah, I'm reaching a life.
The banks, they like to extend the limit.
Yeah, and give some big limit.
You just log on and say a new limit.
I say, how this? I come back and say, take it back. Take back the limit. Take it back.
But some persons don't know that they can call and reduce the limit.
Exactly. Some people can do something like that to equip persons to say, the power is in your hands and not the banks, for example. Are you a financial life? That's all the time we have here. Thank you very much, everybody. My name is Carlton G. Stew on all platforms.
Lovely class. Lovely class.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Bullied. I enjoy the class. I think the biggest takeaway for me is the fact that persons don't realize that it's not your money.
Yeah. So debt a pile up.
I think that's a big takeaway. That it's really not. So you have to know how to manage not your money. It's not your money. It's not yours.
And my takeaway is really to pay attention to what you're paying, because sometimes you think you're being responsible, and you say, like you said, I spend 100,000 on the card. It says I can pay 1,000, but I'm going to pay 2,000, and in my mind, I'm being, financially responsible because I just don't know any better. So thank you. Exactly.
You ain't. All right, so Carlton, thank you so much for the financial advice and the bullying this morning. And always remember, getting out of debt is a journey, but knowing what you owe and having a plan is a great place to start, all right? But if you want to shop, just shop once you can afford it. Up next, we go where money grows. No, I said if you can afford it.
What type of messaging?
But TK, if your budget for it.
If you can afford it. Okay.
All right. So up next, we go where money grows. Forestry. We have another edition of Sunrise Earth. After the break, we don't want to misconstrue the people. Them, if your budget for it, TK, they can make it work.
Should critical illness strike, don't let worry fill your head. Say hello to happiness and goodbye to worry with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan. Secure your medical expenses in the event of critical illness ahead of time while benefiting from our investment portfolio and so much more. Give yourself and your family the peace of mind you deserve with Guardian Life's new Ultimate Provider Plan today, and live secure. Live easy.
In need of a loan? AIM Financial is the place to go. We have loans from $20,000 to $3.3 million. Get a loan to pay school or college tuition, medical expenses, bills, fix up your house, buy furniture and appliances, repair or buy a car. And when you're done, take a vacation loan. AIM has a loan for any purpose. Call AIM today. You won't find a better deal elsewhere. Guaranteed.
Employers, once a month, you have the power to shape Jamaica's future. By paying your hard 3% contribution, you're not just contributing, you're investing in people, in skills, in our economy. Your hard contribution trains working-age Jamaicans, aligns programs with workforce needs, and secures our future. That's not just contribution, it's transformation. Contribute to heart and to your future.
Passion, and the culture, Caribbean flows. When people come out, celebration. When the stadium run bleach at the grandstand, not the meaning I do the dictation. It's how we play. It's how we play. When the stadium run bleach at the grandstand, not the meaning I do the dictation. It's how we play.
I'm me the stylist, no scammer, no style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, no charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
Time to get this party started.
Cricket, 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 played, 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 played,
Louder,
louder,
louder, louder,
Louder.
louder, louder.
Come to the biggest party in sport and be part of the action. Get your tickets at the local box office or at CPLT20.com. Watch it live on Rush Live and Louder, the home of cricket in the Caribbean.
When the stadium run bleach at the grandstand, not the meaning I do the dictation. It's how we play.
Hi, I am Candy Pang.
What a guan?
What a guan?
That a guan pa.
What a guan? What a guan?
What a guan? Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
That a guan pa. What a guan?
Welcome back, Sunrisers. So Jamaica's forests are more than just beautiful landscapes. They're vital to our communities, our climate, and our future. This morning on Sunrise Earth, we're looking at the threats facing our mangroves and how Jamaicans can play a part in protecting them. So joining us today to speak more on this matter are the CEO Conservator of Forestry Department, Ainsley Henry, and our Senior Director of Western Zonal Operations of Forestry Department, Tamara Nicholson. Welcome to Sunrise.
Good morning.
Hi,
morning. Welcome.
It's so good to have you.
Thanks for having
Anything named protecting our beautiful Jamaica is we're a fan of here.
Yes,
but
yes,
for those
yes.
of us who are not familiar with maybe what you do, Ainsley, I'm gonna start with you. Tell me a little bit about your department, what it is that you do, and why you think your work is so important.
Well, the Forestry Department has a mandate from the government to manage and protect and conserve Jamaica's forests generally, but specifically those within government lands. It's very important that we protect forests. It's very important that we manage them. It's very important that we understand and appreciate the value that they have, because not only is it beautiful, as you've mentioned, Jason, but it is also very vital to our very survival. Forests provide us with protection, provides us with water, provides us with air, provides us with the ability to see the glory of nature. I think there is no space, certainly on land, that you can go and be as invigorated as inside of a forest.
That sounds inviting. Want to take a camping trip?
Not a camper, but glamping.
Okay.
We can glamp.
All right, so Ainsley, our forests in Jamaica, they're home to a wide range of ecosystems, yes?
Yes.
So I want to ask you, why are mangroves so important to our country?
Well, Jamaica is an island, and we're an island within the hurricane belt. So if for no other reason than the fact that they provide us with protection from storms by virtue of, making waves a lot less impactful on land, as well as controlling floodwaters, then that alone should make it very, very important for us. I mean, just last year we had Hurricane Melissa, Category 5, something we've never seen before. And if you've been to Black River, you would see the level of destruction that happened there. But imagine just how much worse it could have been if the mangroves weren't there. Right? But in addition to that, mangroves are also home to a wide variety of animals, and not least of which are all of the marine creatures that we use for commercial purposes. Fish, lobster, shrimp, all of those are associated with mangrove. Delicious stuff, I know, but but also very important otherwise.
Yeah. Let me go to Tamar now and ask you real quick. Tell me a little bit about maybe some of the restoration and community engagement work that the Forestry Department has undertaken over the years.
All right, so for us, when we think about restoration, it is not just about trees. It is about the people, because you have to restore the land, you have to restore the soul and the mind. So when you think about the work, for example, as Labor Day, we have had so many persons that partner with us. Sandals Foundation, Cried in the Mountain, Municipal Corporation, school, churches, I mean, persons have come on board to take care of the environment, to plant trees, but that's just one start for us in terms of the restoration. You have to look at the maintenance, because at the end of the day, we want the survival. So for us, when we think about the restoration process, we want communities to be involved, because it's not that we're just coming into a space to work in the space. We want that holistic viewpoint that you're going to take care of your environment, your livelihoods are going to be impacted, and at the end of the day, we want persons to know that the Forestry Department is that first start for you to take care of that space that you're in.
So speaking about partnerships a while ago and working together with the community, we have the 5K Urban Forestry Run coming up. So what inspired that run?
Well, the theme is Run in the East, Restore the West, and the fact of Hurricane Melissa is a part of why we decided to do this urban run. But one of the things that we're trying to get all Jamaicans to understand is that forests are not just out there in the wild. Forests are also within our urban space. And forests in our urban space are critical because we've all felt how hot it's been recently. And
Tell me about it.
Let me tell you.
I'm barely surviving. I can't manage.
Now, part of why it's that hot is because we've done a lot of modifications to the environment over the years. But one of the things that we can do to help to make it cooler within urban spaces is actually to have trees along corridors, as many trees as possible, and that will help to make it cooler. But it's not just that it makes urban spaces cooler, it's also that it provides a lot of other functions. Trees help us to manage and control floods. Every time it rains in Kingston, you see a lot of water running down the streets. And a part of why that happens is because we've turned a lot of the space into hard space. Tree roots allow for water to percolate down into the aquifer, and now we're having water problems. Anything that recharges the aquifer is a good thing for us, especially here in Kingston. In addition to that, the biodiversity that we mentioned earlier is a key part of the entire thing. One of the species, and an iconic species that we see a lot in Kingston, is the streamer-tailed hummingbird. And a part of why we have that is because we still have spaces within the urban space that have trees and flowers and things of that nature. So the running in Kingston this Sunday is designed to help us to bring attention to urban forests, but at the same time to provide us with the means and to give every Jamaican, every participant, the opportunity to know that what they're doing will contribute to the restoration and rehabilitation work that we're doing in the West.
So, Tamar, I mean, when Hurricane Melissa hit and you were seeing like the first images out there, everything was ravaged. I mean, even the trees, everything. It was horrible. It was horrible. And so, is there, in terms of recovery from something like a Hurricane Melissa, what is it that ordinary people like Jason and I can do to help in the recovery long term?
All right, so definitely come out to run with us on Sunday because, you know, each registration, a tree is going to be planted. So you're already like the first quarter mile in this.
So hold on. Each participant
Equals a tree.
Equals
a
one tree.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that.
So you mean you're starting.
Yeah.
But you know, you don't have to be a runner. I mean, we want you to walk, run. You know, it's a way for you to be restoring the environment, but you're restoring yourself as well. Because when you think about the hurricane, when you come outside, the place was just not looking good. And when you think about an urban space, you don't get to really get to enjoy the space because of the concrete. Now you actually have an urban space that you don't have no excuse why you don't come out and run and participate. But besides that, I mean, you can come to our nurseries, you can buy some of our trees. We have fruit trees, we have ornamental, we have timber, and you can actually start putting in trees to help prepare for possibly what could be another hurricane. Because at the end of the day, you talk about the place being hot. I mean, JPS is going to love our money for the summer. But not only that, you know, you want to think about food security. And we want persons to know, again, when we talk about community intervention, we're not just saying that we're working with a community or working inside of a community. It's a very holistic approach. We're not just seeing trees. There's people that are part of the ecosystem. And at the end of the day, you can come and plant, join our relief efforts, and not just planting in the east or the west, planting in entire Jamaica, because that's what we want you to do when you participate.
Yeah, so tomorrow, I know that this is the inaugural staging of the 5K urban forestry run, but is there a bigger vision beyond this year's staging?
Definitely. Like I say, it's about restoration. And we think about restoration, it's not just the trees. We want people to start twinning healthy lifestyle, get that cultural mindset that, you know, you're taking care of the environment, but you have to take care of your body.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
Taking care of ourselves, we also have to take care of our home.
And you have no excuse not to say you can't do it.
It's a we like how the partner this.
I mean,
it's a win-win.
Win-win.
So tell us the details. When is it? How do we register? Is there a cost? Just give me the lowdown on coming and participating. Run start time, things like that.
All right. So the run is on Sunday.
It's Sunday.
The 23rd. Registration goes up until Wednesday, the 19th.
Okay.
It's 2,000 to 2,500 as a registration fee.
Where can we register?
You can register at runningevents.com, and other than that, if you visit our website or look at our socials, you'll see a lot more information related to it. The start time is 6 p.m., 6 a.m.
And where do we meet up? Where does the run?
Oh, it's on the
begin?
screen right now. We have a route map.
Oh, okay.
So where do we start?
Constant Spring Golf Club.
And then we go around the community?
Yeah, going around Norbrook, come back around and end at Constant Spring Golf
Club. Oh, that's lovely. Lovely. I love that.
A very important and interesting fact is that the Constant Spring Golf Club was just recently designated as the very first space like that as a forest management area.
Oh. Wow.
So it now has a level of protection that it didn't normally have. Awesome. The Minister Samuda designated it a few months ago, and this run, a part of what this run is doing is helping to bring attention to the fact that we're working not just in the bushes, as people like to call it, but here in the city, in the spaces, and bringing the forest to you.
Love it. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the information. And we're hoping that we need thousands of trees planted. So we need thousands of people to come out and participate. So thanks so much for joining us and reminding us that protecting our environment is something we all have a role to play in. We appreciate that.
Thank you very much.
And don't forget to check out the 5K Urban Forestry Run on August 23. That's this Sunday, people. We have to register by Wednesday, though. No matter wait till last minute. Register from now. And we have some more YouTube shout-outs at D's. I'm assuming DEEC, at Betty and Bell, at Sister Shireen and Sharon Clark. We're sending good morning greetings to you because you've been sending good morning greetings to us. And the crew and our sunrisers. What's that? Everton Watson, he's sending heavenly birthday greetings to the right excellent Marcus Garvey. Yes, we have more in store for that man. I like how you're thinking like us. Up next, the most wonderful TK. Shall head over to the news desk for your morning news at 7. We'll be right back.
A great level of humility.
I
love that.
inside the office of the Prime Minister is
7 a.m.
Need to pass your CSEC CAPE exams to get that dream job or to qualify for university? Then Distinction College is the school for you. We have locations in Kingston, Spanish Town, St. Elizabeth and Ocherius. Start day, evening and Saturday classes this coming term and sit CSEC CAPE exams for January's resit or May-June. Maths, law, science, English. We have the lowest school fees. Register before the end of the month and win an entire term free. Call us at 354-8560.
A future feels safe when progress doesn't feel like a gamble. When support shows up exactly when it's needed. And when you don't have to pause your life to figure out your next steps. Since 1889, Scotiabank has been there for you in your moments. Helping to make big decisions feel just a bit easier. And when your life moved, we've moved with you, hand in hand, supporting you to dream bigger, to reach further, to pursue more.
Scotiabank, Scotiabank, your future is safe with us.
Scotiabank. Your future is safe with us.
Time to get this party started.
Cricket, 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 played, 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 played.
Louder,
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 louder, louder, louder, louder.
Come to the biggest party in sport and be part of the action. Get your tickets at the local box office or at CPLT20.com. Watch it live on Rush Live and Louder, the home of cricket in the Caribbean.
It's how we play.
I'm me the stylist, no scam and I style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress no charge me for sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yeah. Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
Everybody want to save a country right now.
One thing about Jamaicans, we might have differences, but we know when something is good for all of us. And when we work together against crime and violence, we are stronger than ever. And that's how we know the Citizen Security Plan can work.
That one that name CSP.
The Citizen Security Plan is an initiative of the Ministry of National Security in partnership with the European Union. It's an all-of-government effort to create safer streets and build stronger communities. Go to mns.gov.jm to learn how you can play your part.
What a a go on?
What a go on?
That a go on, pa.
What a go on? What a go on?
What a one! Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
And that's a go on, pa. What a go on?
So get up and unite for your team. Give the best we've got. It's how we play.
Every preach, every part, every deal, every wicked, every soul. And the heart and soul and passion, and the culture, Caribbean flows. When people come out all nation, with the team in a unification. When the stadium run beach at the grandstand, and the meaning of beautification.
It's how we play. It's how we play.
When the stadium run beach at the grandstand, and the meaning of beautification.
It's how we play.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's a live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
I'm me and the stylist, no scam and style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress, no charge me for sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early? But Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
Hey, what a go on?
Hi, I am Candy Pang and
What a go on?
What a go on?
That a go on, pa.
What a go on? What a go on?
What a one! Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVM TV.
And that's a go on, pa. What a go on?
So get up and unite for your team. Give the best we've got. It's how we play.
Every preach, every part, every deal, every wicked, every soul. And the heart and soul and passion, and the culture, Caribbean flows. When people come out all nation, with the team in a unification. When the stadium run beach at the grandstand, and the meaning of beautification.
It's how we play. It's how we play.
When the stadium run beach at the grandstand, and the meaning of beautification.
It's how we play.
Let's delve deep into the issues. We'll take you beneath the surface.
Greetings and salutations. My name is Orville Higgins, and it's another edition of Fan Central.
Talking to the people at the heart of the top sporting stories. Hear from your favorite sportsmen and women and the administrators who work tirelessly to make it all happen. It's a live sports talk.
I've written an entire article.
Yes.
Looking at all the major issues every Tuesday at 9 p.m. It's Fan Central.
welcome back to Sunrise. Thanks so much for staying and being with us. First, we must apologize for no morning news this morning. We had some technical difficulties, but we'll be up and running tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, so now, Law and Order, one of my favorite segments. I like learn about law, you know.
Want to be a lawyer in the past time?
You know. Would
that fit you know?
It fit me?
Yeah, man, it would have.
When someone, what happens when someone builds a home on land they don't legally own and the landowner wants them gone? Recent land disputes have brought that question into sharp focus. This morning on this edition of Law and Order Jamaica, brought to you by the Ministry of National Security and Peace, we're breaking down the rights of landowners, squatters, and the long-term occupants with attorney at law Jonathan Morgan of Duncox. Welcome, Mr. Morgan.
Thank
you. So good to have you, as always.
Absolutely, and a pleasure to be here.
All right, so let's jump right into it now.
Yes.
So firstly, what is squatting and what legally constitutes squatting in Jamaica?
Well, squatting is the unauthorized occupation of property. If someone is on property without the permission of the landowner or without any legal basis for being there, they're considered squatters. That term is typically used for that type of occupation, but it certainly has certain legal consequences when people are squatting for certain durations of time. So once they have squatted on privately owned property in excess of 12 years, they may have a claim to adverse possession, and that may elevate their standing as squatters to something that resembles legal ownership, but it certainly is not an automatic right.
Well, talk up to me now about, like, from the landowner's perspective, what a landowner can do when they find out that there's, whether it's people living there, farming there, utilizing their private property, what can they do in that situation?
So they have various options. Landowners who discover unauthorized occupation, whether it is residential, whether it's agricultural, or the nature of that occupation differs, that landowner can take several steps. First, and it's typically recommended that they begin with some factual act of possession. That's because squatting rights and adverse possession requires uninterrupted, factual possession of property in a clear and obvious manner for 12 years or more to give rise to a claim for adverse possession. So the response that the landowner should take is some factual act showing that we are the owners of this land. And that typically may involve the posting of signage at the premises, a no trespassing sign, for example. They can send a notice to the occupants requiring them to vacate the premises. That notice could be sent by registered post, so they have a date stamp clearly indicating when it was sent, and that will mark a factual possession step being taken by the landlord. They can also take some legal steps. They can, for example, commence a claim to evict those occupants to have them vacate the premises by court order, which would be certainly a forceful method that they are able to adopt. Now, there are some nuances to this question, because landowners are permitted by law when there is no tenancy situation and there is no arguable right of occupation for the person who is on their premises, they are permitted by law to adopt some self-help measures. Now, self-help measures can be forceful or they can be non-forceful. One of them is permitted by law and one of them isn't. So landowners need to be very careful in situations like these.
I was just about to ask if a landowner can just remove occupants or demolish structures because they legally own the land.
So by law, and I won't comment on any active situation because the nuances of the situations on the ground as they affect Jamaicans require scrutiny and they require evidence in a court of law before we can make any judgment calls as to what has happened. But by law, landowners are not permitted to take forceful steps to remove occupants. They cannot physically take a squatter off of their land. They cannot restrain them, physically walk them out or anything of that nature. And they cannot demolish their properties without going through the legal process, without going through some due process. We don't know what due process was adopted as it connects to the recent reports of demolitions taking place, but certainly due process is required before individuals are forcibly removed or before properties are demolished. Those would be forceful steps of recovering possession, which require a court order.
Okay.
So, Jonathan, you mentioned living on the land, adverse possession, which is living on the land for 12 years uninterrupted. Does that automatically result in the squatter now owning that area? That's automatic, or they still have to put in something for that to happen?
Definitely. So this is a common misconception that once I've been in possession of this property for a long time, it's mine. And everyone can see I have a small house on the property, or I have a shop here, and I've been using it as my property for 12, 20, 30 years in some instances. It is not correct that they are automatically the owners of that property. Adverse possession is a claim. And in order for it to be converted into ownership, that claim must be proved. Now, the ingredients of adverse possession are twofold. You have to demonstrate factual possession for the required period of time, 12 years for private property, and you also have to demonstrate what is called animus possidendi. That is an Italian term that means intention to possess. So the occupant must demonstrate that they had the required mindset to dispossess the legal owner. And that is demonstrated in various ways. Their occupation must have been obvious and open to anyone who visibly saw it. It could not have been secretive, or it could not have been covert. Their possession must also have been adverse to the legal owner. That means the legal owner did not give them permission at any point. And this is one of those issues that arises in the context where a legal owner has a tenancy situation and the tenant holds over. So let's say a tenancy situation ended, and that tenant holds over for various numbers of years.
Holds over means just stays on without paying the necessary rent and things.
Indeed. So the tenant, holdover could mean that rent is being paid continuously. But in situations where a tenant occupies the premises after the end of a lease and continues to occupy it for an extended period, they have to establish before a court of law that their occupation was adverse to the legal owner. Because, of course, the legal owner permitted them to be there in the beginning and they continued thereafter. So there are a lot of nuances to adverse possession that go beyond the question of whether you've been there for a long time. And as a result of those nuances, you must establish your claim to adverse possession in the correct setting to become a legal owner. You don't automatically have those rights of ownership simply because you've been there for 12 years.
So speaking of rights of ownership, let's look at the squatters now, or the long-term occupants.
Yes.
What rights do they have, and how can they be protected?
Right. So first, any long-term occupant of property or premises, that person has the right to their own safety and security. And this stems from the fact that landowners are not permitted by law to remove them by force without a court order. Landowners can exercise non-forceful self-help measures. For example, landowners can secure the property if it is unoccupied. That may involve chaining up the fence, locking the property, and so if there is genuinely no entitlement for the occupants to be there, and they are not exercising any force or detaining anyone within the confines of the premises. Another non-self-help measure that the landowner can adopt includes severing utilities in very specific circumstances. And they have to be very careful with this one. The cutting of electricity has been found by the court to be an acceptable self-help measure when premises is not currently occupied, and it can be adopted without a court order solely when the occupants have no right of entitlement. They're not tenants, they have no claim to the land outside of their squatter interest. So there are some steps landowners can take. What they cannot do is take any forceful step to remove those occupants, which gives the occupants some level of security. So the occupants cannot be physically removed without a court order, their property cannot be destroyed, their possessions cannot be seized or taken out of the dwelling without a court order. Those are the rights that occupants have having regard to their property and personal protections and interests.
So what could lead to the demolition of these premises being legal? What could take us to that step?
So the lawful demolition of premises on property required a court order.
Okay.
And if a court order was obtained before properties were demolished, it would be considered lawful since it is in accordance with the directions of the court. The procedure to get there involves commencing a claim for recovery of possession, usually in the Supreme Court for property above a certain value. And that claim for recovery of possession must go the full distance. It must be served on the occupants. The occupants must be given an opportunity to respond in the courts, and it must proceed to some form of application hearing or trial before a Supreme Court judge before the order is made. When the order is made, if that order permits demolition, then demolition may take place. And it is typical that the orders will include some safeguards for the individuals who are affected by this situation. Now, if those processes were not followed, I would say the demolition of property on a landowner's land would be considered unlawful.
So now, finally, what practical advice would you give to persons who find themselves in this situation, whether it's a landowner or a long-term occupant?
Yes. Well, I'll begin with the occupants. I think occupants whose properties are demolished by some landowner or developer are significantly displaced. And they may find themselves on the positive side of a claim for destruction of property, of a claim for any loss of income or loss of revenue that was being earned on that property, or for a claim for some form of destruction of their personal rights or some loss of their personal rights. Now, those claims typically may be commenced in the civil courts, but it requires them to establish a couple of things. They have to establish, for example, that the adverse possession aspect of the process ran its course, that they were in fact adverse possessors for a minimum period of 12 years, and that they had the relevant intention to possess, so that they can show that they have some interest or claim in that property. That would assist them with demonstrating that the landowner has breached their property right. Yes? Now, with or without the adverse possession claim, they can still bring an action on the basis that a landowner who has demolished their property without a court order has violated their proprietary interest. And they have caused them some loss of value as a result of the assets that were destroyed and the livelihood that was disrupted. On the landowner's side, in a situation like this, first, of course, it's prudent for landowners to follow the process before acting, go through the courts, get a court order before they take any step for the forceful removal of occupants. They can also, in the interim, while they are taking the legal process, engage in some non-forceful self-help measures on the premise that the occupants are truly squatters, that they are not tenants and they have no tenancy rights under the Rent Restriction Act. The non-forceful self-help measures must be undertaken very carefully. They cannot, for example, sever the water connection while individuals are in the premises, because that could lead to some public health concerns. They have to, in my opinion, obtain legal advice as to what they can do and what they cannot do in the given situation. And the safest recourse for landowners is to commence a claim for recovery of possession through the courts before taking any step themselves.
Okay.
Helpful. Very helpful.
Learned a lot this morning.
Very informative.
Very informative. And we hope that you, Sunrise Nation, are taking note of what was said this morning. So, Jonathan, thank you so much for helping us to better understand this complex issue. Knowing your rights and getting proper legal advice can make the world of a difference when it comes on to land disputes. So thank you so much again.
Happy to
Thank
help.
you. And on YouTube, that's Lamindi says that 12 years is too short to be able to take adverse possession. Imagine going abroad for more than 12 years to work for money so you can build your dream home and people take your land while you're gone.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Lamindi. It's true.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. So keep it coming in the chat. And after the break, we'll celebrate one of our national heroes, Marcus Garvey. So be sure to join us in preserving his legacy. We'll be right back.
and save our country right now.
One thing about Jamaicans, we might have differences, but we know when something is good for all of us. And when we work together against crime and violence, we are stronger than ever. And that's how we know the Citizen Security Plan can work.
That one that name CSP.
The Citizen Security Plan is an initiative of the Ministry of National Security in partnership with the European Union. It's an all-of-government effort to create safer streets and build stronger communities. Go to mns.gov.jm to learn how you can play your part.
Before the first patty is baked, they are hands that grow what we need. For Jamaica, by Jamaicans. Through every season and challenge, they built with us. They believed. To every farmer, thank you.
Turn up to 25. Turn up to 25. Could I drive out fresh in a MG ride with a staycation, all inclusive flex? Yeah. Hard to jam in the cash. Yes. Smart TV, PS5, and home upgrade.
Turn up your winnings this summer with Digicel. Sign up or switch to postpaid or Digicel Plus. Buy a SIM. Top up with 5 bills or more. Buy a 7-day plan or higher. A smartphone deal or just pay your bill. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act. Promotion period June 24 to September 5, 2026. Visit DigicelJamaica.com for terms and conditions.
Imagine if I wasn't wearing a seatbelt. Prevention is critical. That's why I recommend Colgate Total.
It's 15 times more effective at fighting the root cause of oral health problems. Prevent problems before they start.
This summer, stamp your passport to millions with Flow. Buy a 5-day or higher data, talk, and text plan, or switch to Flow and earn passport stamps for chances to win your share of over $9 million in cash and prizes. Win $1 million weekly, plus the grand prize of $3 million cash and a trip for 2 to the CPL finals in Barbados. The more stamps you collect, the more chances you have to win. Experience it all on Flow 5G. Visit discoverflow.co. Promotion ends September 9, 2026. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
Mommy, there's a whole heap of things I need to go back to school, you know. I want a trendy school bag with a matching lunch kit, markers, pencil case, ruler, rubber.
Not to mention your uniform and your books. All of this up and down. Cha!
No need to worry! Come to a Zan Supercenter for massive super savings on selected items. From preschool to university, we have everything you need at low prices. Visit our convenient locations at Regal Plaza Crossroads. A Zan Supercenter. It's a lifestyle.
We want a piece for Jamaica. Yeah. Yo, what are you?
Oh, man, no, no, brother, no, man.
Can I see you ever play ref? No, piggy, I'm not playing.
Yeah, but I look a bad game. No, I said, Pierce, you come from, brother, I want to live good, man. I want to live good, bredgin. No shake on, I can play a little bad, bredgin.
Really have to shake on?
Yeah, man, and no badness, bredgin. Just live good, man.
I make the violence done.
Employers, your hard contribution builds a stronger workforce and strengthens the economy. It's not just contribution, it's transformation. The time by heart is...
So get up and unite for your team. Give the best we've got. It's how we play. Every part, every preach, every part, every deal, every wicked, every soul. And the heart and soul and passion, and the culture, Caribbean flows. When play come out all nation, with the team in a unification. When the stadium ram beach at the grandstand, and the meaning of beautification. It's how we play. It's how we play. When the stadium ram beach at the grandstand, and the meaning of beautification. It's how we play.
Hi, I am Candy Pang at
Watagwan.
Watagwan.
Datagwan pa.
Watagwan.
Watagwan. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 8 a.m., 1:30 p.m., and 10 p.m. on CVMTV.
Datagwan pa. Watagwan.
Time to get this party started.
Cricket, 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 played, 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 played. Louder, 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 louder.
Come to the biggest party in sport and be part of the action. Get your tickets at the local box office or at cplt20.com. Watch it live on Rush Live and Louder, the home of cricket in the Caribbean.
How we play. No one remember old Marcus Garvey. No one remember old Marcus Garvey. No one remember old Marcus Garvey. No one remember old Marcus Garvey.
Welcome back, Sunrise Nation. So today, Jamaica honors one of its greatest visionaries, the right excellent Marcus Messiah Garvey. His message of self-reliance, pride and empowerment continues to inspire generations decades after his passing. So this morning we're reflecting on that legacy with his eldest grandson, Colin Garvey, and the president of the Universal Negro Improvement Association and African Communities League, Stephen Golding. Gentlemen, welcome to Sunrise.
Thanks for having us.
Man, they look sharp, man. So them get the green memo.
I mean, I feel like put on a red shoes or a green scarf, something.
It's going to be a great Garvey Day.
Yes.
I feel left out. But welcome back. Welcome back to Jamaica.
Thank
right?
you. Yes.
Before we even get into the details of what's going on and what's happening, what's it like for you to be here in Jamaica while Garvey Day is being commemorated right here?
It's a tremendous experience. I was here in June for the diaspora, but I came back and the response has been outstanding. You know, I mean, when people find out who you are, it's always something that I have to prepare for.
I can imagine, because what's it like growing up as Marcus Garvey's grandchild? Like, did your family have an understanding and appreciation? Can you know when you have one big father or one big mother, but it's man and mommy that, and daddy that? Like, you know, did your family really appreciate who he was, what he represented to so many, or was he just grandpa?
Well, I spent time with my grandmother because I grew up partially here in Harborview. So I spent time with my grandmother and at 12 Mona Road. And it was, so I got that part of it. So I was able to spend time with her. And it was just a tremendous experience. I just know that there were certain things that happened in my life. I was born in England. When I came back to Jamaica, and my grandmother, Amy J., saw me for the first time. We have kind of a tell for the Garveys where, you know, around the hair line, it's red. And as soon as she saw that, she said, yeah, that's a Garvey.
You have to remember, you know, when Garvey died in 1940, his two sons were 7 and 3.
You were young.
So even Colin's father, who is Marcus Garvey Jr., and his uncle, Dr. Julius Garvey, did not get to know their father,
and to grow up with him,
you know, as much as they could have or wanted to, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yes, so Colin, you'll be laying a wreath by your grandfather's shrine at the National Heroes Park.
Yes.
To have that privilege, to do that, what does that mean to you?
Well, my whole life has been a tremendous, it's a tremendous, because I never know when somebody's going to make the connection. So to be here at this time, it's going to be my first time. I've been to Heroes Park before, but it's the first time that I'm actually going to participate. And it's a tremendous honor. And just like my daughters, we know that we carry not a burden, but to do no harm to his legacy. And that's something that I taught them from a very young age. And that's something that I carry with pride. And it just so happens that yesterday I was at Devon Park, and I wanted to bring awareness to what this day would be. So I saw groups of people and I'd go over and talk to them. I was even at the bakery and I had 2 officers behind me.
Devon House.
Yeah, Devon House. And I was at the bakery and I had 2 officers behind me and I was getting stuff. And I just looked at the officers, introduced myself, and I said, look, whatever you get is taken care of. Because my grandfather, his UNIA was for everybody, top to bottom. And everybody had a position or a job or in some kind of contribution. So as I move around, anybody I come in contact with, I try to make that contact and, you know, make them aware of him so that they can look him up and be inspired by what he's accomplished.
That's lovely.
Stephen, the UNIA, as he mentioned, the UNIA, the ACL, they were founded by Marcus Garvey. Tell me a little bit about the work of the UNIA and ACL, especially as it relates to today, and what it means to you to be bringing this work and keeping this legacy alive.
Well, the UNI and ACL has never died, you know. I mean, we came under a lot of pressure, particularly when Garvey was in the US, and even when he came back home and formed the first political party in Jamaica, and we put him in prison ourselves after his false imprisonment in America and deportation. So the UNIA has been here consistently, not only in Jamaica, but, you know, in the United States, in Central America, around the world. I mean, as we speak right now, we were just online bringing greetings to the UNIA Marcus Garvey Awards that's happening in Nigeria right now, in the Akwa Ibom state. And there are several celebrations that are happening from California to Miami to New York, in Toronto. Garvey built and institutionalized the largest organization and mass movement of African descendants this world has ever seen. So it's very hard to crush that.
Yeah.
But certainly we are not as vibrant and visible as in his time. But in 1924, you know, he issued a direction to us to work quietly because of the pressure that he realized he came under.
Yeah.
But our mission remains the same. We are primarily a racial and confraternity for people of African descent, right? We are dedicated to educating our people about their history. We are committed to conducting commercial and industrial intercourse with Africans globally. You know, we are about uplifting communities, assisting the needy. You know, I could quote them, but I don't think you have time for all of that. So nothing has changed. I mean, in the 21st century, one of our biggest focus here as the Jamaica division has been in instituting Garveyism in the schools at all levels. And I've spent many years teaching teachers, teaching in the prisons, really refining Garveyism as a tool of social engineering. One of the things we'll be doing today as we join the Mayor of St. Anne and the St. Anne Municipal Corporation in St. Anne's Bay for their annual civic ceremony honoring Garvey's birthday is that we will be distributing to early childhood institutions in St. Anne copies of the Daddy Marcus nursery rhymes, which I have here. Now, this is our first sort of early childhood Garveyism text, right? And when I say text, what do you learn in early childhood? You remember this one, Baba Black Sheep?
Nursery rhymes.
You remember London Bridges falling down?
Of course.
Yes.
Of
You
course.
remember Jack and Jill went up the hill? All of that, right?
Yeah.
Well, you know, those nursery rhymes were written 200-300 years ago. And they were written at a time by people who were trafficking and enslaving our own ancestors. So I've asked the question, why in the 21st century are we still teaching 200-300-year-old nursery rhymes? Most of which contain subliminal seeds of white supremacy, such as Baba Black Sheep, have you any wool, right? What does it say later? One for the master, one for the dame, one for the little boy who lives down the lane. Well, who's the master? And who is the dame? And why is it the little boy who we know is not their son because he don't live in the house? Why does he live down the lane? And what's down the lane from the great house? The slave quarters. So we've taken those old nursery rhymes and repaired the narrative, because this is also an example of how reparation, because this is the century of reparation, it's not just about compensation for wrongs done to us, but also repairing some of the wrong things that we continue to regurgitate even in this time.
Yeah.
So we repaired the narratives. We've turned Baba Black Sheep into Bobo Ashanti. Have you any brooms? Yes, I, 3 bags full. one for the prophet and one for the priest, one for the black king crowned in the east, right? So we're using the same rhythms because the teachers are used to that, but we're paying attention now to the narrative that we place in the minds of our children, because the reason you haven't forgotten those nursery rhymes, you know, and you will never will, is because at the early childhood level, the things that you learn connect with the brain in such a way that you might become 100 and can't even remember your grandchildren's name, but you won't forget those nursery rhymes. So this is a part of a revolutionary way of instituting Garveyism in the schools.
So the copies of the book are now being distributed to the early childhood institutions across Jamaica.
Yes.
So what is your hope for this generation in interfacing with the nursery rhymes, with
before
the
we get to the generation, I'll tell you what my hope is right now. Well, Colin came in on Friday and he joined us at the handover ceremony.
Yeah.
We handed over the first of 500 copies to the Early Childhood Commission for distribution. Now get this. There are over 2,500 early childhood institutions or basic schools across the island. And so at the start of this year, we came up with the idea that we would ask 25 corporate bodies, 25 companies to sponsor 100 books each, right? So that we could place at least one in every basic school. And to date, it hasn't gone as fast as I expected, and seriously, Jamaica, corporate Jamaica, you need to do better. So far, we've gotten 5 companies, and I have to call them to big them up. It started with J. Ray and Nephew Foundation, then San Myrna Foundation came on board, then Joan Duncan Foundation from JMB came on board, then West Cinco came on board, and finally CariMed came on board. So these are serious corporations in Jamaica, right? We are now asking for 15 more. I haven't heard from the Digicells or the Limes or Flow or, you know.
Call them out,
and I will call
sure
them
they'll
out.
come on board now.
calling them out, you know.
They're going to come on board now.
Because listen, we're asking to just buy 100 books. They're $27.50 each, right? So we're not trying to break anybody's bank, but if you can shell out 10, 20 million for party and dance, we think you can give us less than a little over $250,000 to put these books in the schools free of cost to them.
Yes.
And what happens is every company that sponsors, when you open the book, you will see a sticker that tells you, you know, who has sponsored it. So you see San Myrna in that one, and I think that one you can show it to them. JMB, I got to big them up. And the other 4 companies, because this is serious work. We've talked too long about getting Garveyism in the schools. We haven't been serious in training the teachers, because teachers can't teach something they haven't been taught. And so when we develop instruments like this, because if you look on the page of the nursery rhyme, not only does it tell you the nursery rhyme it's repairing and the year that nursery rhyme was written, but at the bottom of the nursery rhyme it has a teacher's guide which tells you what part of the Jamaican history, the African history or the Jamaican culture that we are infusing into that repaired narrative. That's a good one, right? That one
is what it just opened up to.
No, that's a true story of the Queen of Angola, Nzinga, Queen Nzinga, who went to a meeting with the Portuguese colonizers. They put no chair for her while they all sat in chairs, put a mat on the ground for her to sit below them. Her warriors looked around and immediately got down on all fours, raised up their back so that she could sit on their back and sit higher than the Portuguese. This is a true story, so we haven't made up any stories in these books. And that one repairs, Hey Diddle Diddle, the cat and the fiddle. You always used to hear Muta and other artists joke about dish running away with spoon. And well, we fixed that one, so it says, Hey Jinga Jinga, Angolan Queen Nzinga, met a Portuguese governor she greeted. Not a seat would he offer, so her warrior proffered his back for the queen to be seated.
Nice.
These are the kind of nursery rhymes we need to give our children. Not cat running away with the moon, not Baba black sheep, but things that make them reflect on their history as African descendants.
Because when we reflect on our history, it's not necessarily with pride. It's oftentimes, there's so much shame and disdain almost. Like, no, I'm not, no. You know, you kind of try to
Absolutely
separate
right,
yourself.
TK.
So,
You're
and words
absolutely
are
right.
important. So I love this. I think all the companies, I'm looking forward to this.
We need 20 more companies.
Every single early
20 more
school,
companies.
for sure.
Yes.
So, Colin, before we go, let me just ask you, you know, we're talking about how important words are and kind of reshaping the history for our younger ones. Was there any lesson or maybe a philosophy or anything that you learned from your grandfather that you think is important for each of us to carry with us moving forward?
I'm gonna give you something involving my daughter. Both my daughters are born a year apart. They're both born in August, and they're both named Amy Jakes Garvey. My oldest daughter, there was a gentleman that did a one-man show of Marcus Garvey in Austin, where I live, Texas. And he would, he would quote my father. He said, "Never give up, never give up. You can accomplish what you will." And my daughter kept repeating that, and that really stuck with her. I'm sorry, I'm getting a tear about it. And now, she's a doctor. Not only that, she went to Columbia, graduated Mount Sinai Medical School, and in the first year of our Mount Sinai Medical School, the professor was doing roll call. And the professor got to her name, and the professor said, "Amy Garvey? Is that in relationship to Marcus Garvey?" And that professor was so overwhelmed that he had to tell everybody in the school. Because you know in New York, the park in Harlem is named after him, Marcus Garvey Boulevard, there's streets and schools and all that throughout the United States. So that just that one statement alone just imprinted on my own daughter. And it drove her to become a doctor.
Never give up.
So what's happening for Marcus Garvey Day? I mean, I know there's lectures, tell me, Stephen, what's the shebang happening for the day?
Well, when we leave here, we go, of course, to National Heroes Park for the annual wreath laying ceremony. Following that, we will travel to St. Anne's Bay for the handing over ceremony. We will also be screening the film Mosiah, which is the first narrative film, first movie ever made about Marcus Garvey. I think I was here last year because we had shown it, we premiered it in Jamaica in 2024, Heroes Day. So today we're going to be premiering it in St. Anne's Bay because we've only done it in Kingston and Mo Bay. So we're taking it to St. Anne's Bay. Then at 4 o'clock we'll join the mayor for the civic ceremony, where the guest speaker will be Dr. David Mohammed, who is a representative of Louis Farrakhan in the Eastern Caribbean and is visiting us from Trinidad. He comes every year for Marcus Garvey's birthday because it's also his birthday. Colin Garvey, of course, will be the guest of honor at the St. Anne Municipal Corporation civic ceremony as well. Later this evening at Nations Lounge, Dr. Umar Johnson is here and he will be speaking at 7 o'clock. That's at 2A Milk Lane, Denham Town, right across from Queen's Theatre, across from Tivoli Gardens. So I know a lot of people will be coming out for that. But there's so many things going on. I know Professor Donna Hope is giving the annual Marcus Mosiah Garvey lecture at Liberty Hall at 1 o'clock. I know the Jakes Road community is having something at the Amy Jakes Garvey Community Center. As I said before, we were just online talking to the Nigerian celebration that's going on. I should have sent you guys some flyers. You could have flashed it.
There's a lot
I'm telling you, right?
We have some flyers still, you know. We just probably don't have them on. But Steve, this is a lot of stuff, as it should be.
It is.
Is there anywhere that we can get this information? Like, is it on social media?
Yes, please follow us at UNIA Jamaica. One word, UNIA Jamaica.
There it is on your screen.
Yes. Beautiful.
And when we go there,
at
we
Facebook,
can see what's
at Instagram, whatever social media, you'll find us there. And yes, we'll be posting everything, posting pictures, posting clips. It's going to be a great Garvey Day. We salute you again with our famous motto: one God, one aim, one destiny.
Yes.
And Colin, may you have a wonderful rest of your time here in Jamaica.
Thank you so much.
And we're looking forward to seeing you again.
Definitely.
And for the 20 companies wondering how they reach me, 876-828-4144.
Come over. No,
make sure. 876-828-4144. Make sure my phone is ringing before I leave CVM.
Take that up. Yeah, man. But it's bad up for our cause. It's bad up for our cause. Thank you so much to both of you for joining us this morning and helping to keep Marcus Garvey's vision alive for a new generation. As we honor his legacy today, may we also continue to carry forward the values of pride, purpose, and self-reliance that he championed. Up next, we have a mic check. You don't want to miss it, so stay with us.
In your journey, I say. Right over there.
Journey begins with a single step, but the road ahead is rarely straight. We've walked with Jamaicans home and abroad through struggles and aspirations. We've helped you find your way, no matter where you are, no matter what lies ahead. Together we move forward always.
Strong and free, building hope and legacy. Check room on your journey.
What? Fresh. Molina pen. Yeah. Kids, come on, it's dinner time.
Keep your memories fresh.
This is the Aedes aegypti mosquito that spreads the Zika, chikungunya, and dengue viruses. Search for its breeding sites and destroy them.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
The time by the Ministry of Health and Wellness is 7:45.
50 grand
every week.
How?
Just upgrade your flow sim. Upgrade your flow sim for a chance to win $50,000 every week in the Passport to Millions promotion. Simply dial *555 to check if you need a new LTE 5G sim. Then visit a Flow store to upgrade. Every upgrade gets a chance to win $50,000 every week in the Passport to Millions promotion. Enjoy smoother browsing, streaming, and downloads on the go. Upgrade your sim today. 50 grand could be yours this week. Visit discoverflow.co. Promotion ends September 9, 2026. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act.
I'm me, the style is no scam and style me.
From the market to the farm to the office, money talk is everywhere. But are you making sense or nonsense? The Bank of Jamaica brings you common sense with BOJ. Real stories, real laughs, and real lessons to help you protect, grow, and manage your money. Mattress savings.
At least my mattress. You charge me to sleep on it.
Partner plan.
Remember last year we needed our payouts early, but Miss Pam gave it to her cousin first.
Or a sketchy loan flyer.
Electrifying deals.
See why making the right financial choices is pure common sense. Brought to you by Bank of Jamaica, empowering everyday Jamaicans one episode at a time.
Grandpa, it's 2026. You can't keep hiding all your money in every single pocket forever.
Time to get this party started.
Cricket, played, louder.
Come to the biggest party in sport and be part of the action. Get your tickets at the local box office or at CPLT20.com. Watch it live on Rush Live and Louder, the home of cricket in the Caribbean.
It's how we play.
Welcome back to Sunrise. Now, as we know, family is supposed to be our safe space, but is being family enough to earn your trust? This morning on Mic Check, we're having an honest conversation about boundaries, toxic relationships, and teaching our children that love doesn't mean ignoring the truth. Let's take a look.
My kids will know exactly why I chose to be distant from my family. And before somebody say, don't poison your kids against your family, let me stop you right there. There's a difference between teaching hate and teaching discernment. When children get old enough to understand, I'm not gonna lie to protect grown people's reputation. I'm gonna tell them the truth in an age-appropriate way. And not because I want them to hate nobody, but because I love them enough to prepare them. See, we teach our kids not to get in cars with strangers. We teach them not to accept candy from strangers. We teach them to watch out for predators that they'll never meet. But somehow, People think it's wrong to teach your children how to recognize manipulation from people that they already know. Now, I'm gonna teach my children what guilt tripping look like. I'm gonna teach them that blood don't cancel out abuse. I'm gonna teach them that somebody crying don't automatically make them the victim. I'm gonna teach them that an apology without change behavior is just another manipulation tactic. I'm gonna teach them that they don't owe anybody unlimited access just because they share DNA. I'm gonna teach them that respect your elders never meant accept disrespect from your elders. I'm gonna teach them how to say no without explaining themselves, how to leave a room without feeling guilty, how to set boundaries without feeling like the bad person, how to recognize who only call when they need something, how to spot people who create chaos, then blame the person who finally speaks up. Because some of the most dangerous people that you'll ever meet ain't gonna arrive wearing no ski mask. Sometimes they'll arrive carrying the same last name. And before y'all twist my words, hear me clearly. I'm not trying to make my children hate nobody. I'm trying to make sure they never confuse love with obligation. Because I wasn't protected by the adults who should have protected me. My children will be. That's how cycles end. Not by pretending nothing happened, but making sure it never happened again.
Okay. Okay.
Ouch.
Okay.
Ouch.
It's not ouch.
Ouch.
No, it's not ouch. It's the reality of life.
Tell me more.
I am big on that message. Whether you are friends, families, co-workers, I have my boundaries. You're not going to manipulate me. You're not going to gaslight me. And I'm not going to explain myself either. My no is no. If we're not going to make it, I just saw it go.
No is a complete sentence.
It's just a big full stop. A big exclamation. And my friends can tell you about me. I don't play with that.
Well, I think why this message feels so, I guess, could give you a level of discomfort is because we really are taught, especially in our culture, family is everything. Nothing comes before family. Family is where your focus should be. That is, you know, and so the idea of, yes, it's a family member, but they're being manipulative, so we're going to either go distant or we're going to not help them when they ask or things like that. It's a fairly new concept.
Two things can be true and family are still regular people.
Yeah.
If you want to get biblical, look at the persons who were closest to Jesus.
Yeah.
I want them betray the man. I never said Jesus. I never said Jesus say, oh, come here, Judas, let's talk about this. Let's go to therapy. Let's have counseling. But know what you do, and you do what you do.
Cain and Abel.
Hey, Tiki, you're preaching. Come on, man.
Family.
You come on.
Yeah.
Boundaries are, no matter who you are, if you cannot be respectful, if we cannot see eye to eye and you cannot appreciate my stances as I would appreciate yours, we agree to disagree.
Yeah.
I don't hate you. You just don't have the time to be in my space.
Well, speaking of time.
We're out of time.
We're out of time. Can you imagine?
Yes, and that brings us to the end of another edition of Sunrise. Thank you so much for spending your morning with us and for joining us for the conversations that inform, inspire, and get us thinking. I need to get show my duckies.
No, you didn't.
Patrick, what time? Can show my ducky then?
Patrick, I came in this morning and I saw these and I said, festive. People, duckies.
My rubber duckies.
Are they wearing Christmas? Are those Christmas
That's my favorite
hats?
time. I'm a December baby.
Okay.
Yeah, man. So I
It's
love
a little early, but you know we still work with them.
No, it's almost Christmas.
Okay, that's fair. I'm not fighting.
So we hope you're heading into your day with something to smile about and a little more sunshine in your step. Also, don't forget to follow us on our socials at CVM_television.
Yes, and so from all of us right here at Sunrise, have a wonderful day. Take care of yourself and each other. And we'll see you right back here tomorrow en la mañana.
Try what you not do if you're not a fair. My mind they tell me to disappear. So come and help me, cause I don't pray. My man, I don't pray. Come on, man, I can't stay for one place. For God's sake, my day. Take my fear away from you.
Hawkeye, securing what matters most. The time by Hawkeye is 8 a.m.